would like to start with the text. Let's open Proverbs chapter 1, verse 10. And let's read what it says. It says, "My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not." Tonight, I would like to talk about a man that in my childhood, it was always a story that I always liked to hear. And it was Samson. Even though he changed his ways, he wasn't following the ways of the Lord was able to accomplish the plan that he had for him. And tonight's topic is the lessons that we can learn from the story of Samson. As you can see, these pictures are taken from a Bible, Bible that is in 1986 was printed, and it's La Rose Fabula. It's a French company, printing company that did it, and they translated it to Hungarian. So everything that you see is in Hungarian. So here, just by starting it off, we can see a little map. That's the Mediterranean Sea. That's Dead Sea. There's Jerusalem, Timnah, Lehi, Sorek, and we can see Hebron and Ashdod, Ashkelon. All of these, of course, these are Philistine cities, like Timnah, Ashdod, and Ashkelon. And of course, this one is in Judah, as we can see it in the story. And he was living around somewhere around here, as I can recall it well. It was really close to the border of the Philistines, and that's why we can see several trips that he took in the city of Timnah first of all, and also later on in Shorek, and also in the different cities of the Philistines. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. I want to show you, of course, the first thing that began in the story is his mom and his father. This is Manoah and his mom. I don't know it doesn't mention the name in the Bible. So they were, because of the Philistines had been overtaking Israel, because of course they were once again misbehaved, the Israelites. So they were under the oppression of the Philistines, and they were living in a little village, Manoah and his wife. He often went to little meetings with his friends, since he didn't have family. That's just a filler in the story. And we can see here the main thing. When the angel of the Lord came to Manoah's wife and told her that even though she was barren, that she's going to bear a son. And it was Nazarite. So And here we can see several things that the angel of God told her to do. Let's read in Judges chapter 13. Um, it says, chapter 13, verse 4. Now therefore beware, I pray thee, and drink not wine, nor strong drink, and eat not any unclean thing. For lo, thou shalt conceive and bear a son. So we can see here it's very important as mothers and also for the parents to prepare and to do things before the birth of a son or a daughter. It's very important as the mother is has a duty towards their baby. They have to be every day teaching, even in that fetus that it's in their womb, that how to behave and to do, like to have self-control and all these things. Because many times they say that, oh yeah, the baby needs a little bit more food, or the baby is hungry. So, but it says in Conflict and Courage, the daily devotional, it says that every mother may understand her duty. She may know that the character of her children will depend vastly more upon her habits before their birth and her personal efforts after their birth than upon external advantages or disadvantages. The mother who is a fit teacher for her children must, before their birth, form habits of self-denial and self-control. Unwise advisors will urge upon the mother the necessity of gratifying every wish and impulse, but such teaching is false and mischievous. The mother is by the command of God Himself placed under the most solemn obligation to exercise self-control. And fathers as well as mothers are involved in this responsibility. Both parents transmit their own characteristics, mental and physical, their dispositions and appetites to their children. So we can see how important it is. The first lesson that we can learn for a mother to have self-denial and self-control, because she, and also the father forms the character of the children. Let's go on with our story. As we can see, Manoah came home, or he wasn't around when the angel of the Lord appeared to the wife of Manoah, and she says that that someone came to me and told me that I'm gonna have a son. And Manoah was asking for the Lord that, please, O Lord, that man that came to come again. And we can see it was, they were on the field. Actually, she was on the field, and the angel of the Lord came again, and she went and quickly fetched her husband, and we can see what they talked about. It says here in verse 11, and Manoah arose and went after his wife, and came to the man and said unto him, Art thou the man that spakest unto the woman? And he said, I am. And Manoah said, Now let thy words come to pass, how shall we order the child, and how shall we do unto him? And the angel of the Lord said unto Manoah, of all that I said unto the woman, let her beware. She may not eat of anything that cometh of the wine, neither let her drink wine or strong drink, nor eat any unclean thing. All that I commanded her, let her observe. So, once again, the angel of the Lord declares that how before the birth the mother should what she should eat and what she shouldn't eat, and how she would do this. And we can see on that Manoah wanted to know the name, and it says in verse 17, and Manoah said unto the angel of the Lord, what is thy name, that when thy sayings come to pass, we may do thee honor? And the angel of the Lord said unto him, why askest thou thus after my name, seeing it is secret? So Manoah took a kid with meat offering and offered it upon a rock unto the Lord. And the angel did wondrously, and Manoah and his wife looked on. For it came to pass, when the flame went up toward heaven from off the altar, that the angel of the Lord ascended in the flame of the altar, and Manoah and his wife looked on it, and fell on their faces to the ground. So we can see that they realized that it was the angel of the Lord. And as we see that they were really blessed, they were really happy, and as the saying came true, in verse 24 it says, and the woman bare a son, and called his name Samson, and the child grew, and the Lord blessed him. So we can see that they were blessed. There was Samson. We can see everybody saying how wonderful it is. It's going to be delivering Israel. And we can see here a little bit of that his father was teaching him, and also how strong he was even as a little child. So the first lesson that we learned is about mothers and fathers and their responsibility before birth. Let's go on to the second part of the story. We can see that Samson is already grown up, and he's on his way going to Timnah. And